Hello, my name is Jared Sawyer Jr. I am an American and obviously I'm black. And it's interesting that I've got to start off like that because if you're black, also like me, or a minority in this country, it is the one thing that ties the oppressed together. Because quite frankly, it doesn't matter who I am, what I do, or where I may come from, or what I actually bring to the table. It's the color of my skin that is a risk factor. And if you're like me and you've been living for even but 22 years being black in America, that means adapting to constant risk every single day, living in the propensity of preparation for the hazards and the dangers, or even just the difficulties that may come my way. The thing is, we become so adapted to this. We just go through the motions, generation to generation, having to give our children the talk. You know, that conversation that you have as parents with your young boys, your young black boys especially, about how to behave when they get stopped and pulled over by the police. Being compliant is not so much the problem, because being compliant with the police alone is sometimes not enough. We saw what happened to Philando Castile complying with the police, still got shot and killed. So we've been coached to go above and beyond over and over again, generation to generation. Hands on the steering wheel. Do what the officer tells you and nothing else. Talk up clearly and loudly. Let them know everything that you're doing. Make sure that you turn the radio down or turn the radio off when the police comes to your window. But time and time again, we have seen that this respectful behavior will not change the ordinary microaggressions. Just like what happened with Christian Cooper in Central Park just a few days ago. It didn't help Botham Jean in Texas, who was killed while eating some ice cream in his own apartment by an off-duty cop who said that she thought that she was going into her own apartment. All of those cases are traumatizing. They are traumatizing, and so yes, it is disturbing to see so many people in the streets risking their lives and their bodies, even though we're still adapting to COVID-19. Forced to protest though, because of everything that's going on. But I don't blame them. I hope that they stop looting, and I hope that they stop being so violent, because I don't believe that violence is the answer, but I understand why they're doing what they're doing. Because we've been saying that Black Lives Matter since 2012, and it's 2020, that's 8 years, and people won't agree to say so much of Black Lives Matter because it wasn't all lives matter. Or they would counter our statement of Black Lives Matter with Blue Lives Matter. It's not that we don't believe that Blue Lives Matter or that all lives matter. It's not that only Black Lives Matter. It's just that Black Lives Matter too. So many Black Americans are hurting and in pain right now because they feel ignored and they feel as though they're not being heard. And as Dr. King said, a riot is just the language of the unheard. And so the message is that has not been delivered and received, or that has been delivered but has not been heard, is that we're not living, we're just surviving. And that's not enough anymore. Don't get me wrong, we've made some amazing progress. The contrast between then and now is absolutely phenomenal, but we are at a crossroads now, because it's like we're living history over and over and over again. And it's gotten to the point where we feel as though if it's not one thing, it's another. We were just uppercut with the case of Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor. And we still haven't gotten over Sandra Bland and Philando Castile and Alton Sterling and Michael Brown and Tamir Rice and even Trayvon Martin back in 2012, because we didn't get justice then, and it's 2020 and we still haven't gotten justice today. So are we angry? You better bet we are angry. Are we disappointed? You better bet that we are disappointed. Are we stressed out? Yes, you better know that we are stressed. Are we sad? Yes, we are sad. Are we scared? Yes, we are scared. But I believe that I can speak on behalf of the entire Black, Gen Z, and millennials when I say that the overarching emotion that we feel today is weariness. We are tired. We feel like Fannie Lou Hamer when she said, you know what, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. What are we tired of? We are tired of being killed by white nationalists and supremacists. We are tired of our innocent ones being killed at the hands of the police and they didn't even have a weapon on them. We are tired of being manipulated by politics. We are tired of being pimped out by the media. We are tired of predatory lending by banks and financial institutions. We are tired of the outrageous high cost of education. We are tired of the fact that segregated housing continues to limit affordable housing for African Americans. We are tired of the fact that one of the most enduring areas of racial segregation, 66 years after Brown versus Board of Education passed, has been healthcare. We are tired of being stereotyped by racists who don't care and have to call the police on us. So what do we do in a time like this? Winning justice in minority communities, it starts with me and you coming together on one accord in civil disobedience. That's the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Civil disobedience is not weak. You better believe that civil disobedience is strong, and it is time, yes, to resist, all of us. It's time to demonstrate so that we can activate the culture that we choose to create as a civil society. But I come to you to remind you today that in order for us to get to that place when we can truly combat poverty and combat racism and combat militarism, the three triple evils of this world, we must do some information gathering. We must educate our people. We must affirm a personal commitment in the work of justice that we're in. We must bring our demands to the table so that we can put pressure on the local and state governments using intelligence to gracefully negotiate and discuss the specific resolves to our injustices that we're facing. We must be ready to take direct action and to impose a creative tension into the conflict that we're dealing with. And when we get what we want, because it's coming, it's on the way, because we're not going to stop until we get it, which is justice, we must be prepared to reconcile, because we're not trying to defeat people. We're trying to defeat evil. Our efforts are against the evil systems and the evil forces and the oppressive policies. So it's time to reclaim our power so that we can rest, because we are tired. We are tired of saying that we cannot breathe. We are tired of those words not loosening the grip. We don't want to learn and have to teach ourselves new tricks. Survival is a privilege and we are grateful for it, but we are tired of just surviving. We want to live. And if you're ready to make a change, if you're ready to organize, if you're ready to step up to the challenge, step up to the plate, stand up and build the beloved community, join us in Atlanta this weekend, June the 6th, Saturday, for a demonstration that will shake the foundations of this nation until the bright day of justice emerges. I need you to head right now to IamTired.org. IamTired.org to learn more, to volunteer, to donate, and to spread the word. Survival is not enough. It's time to live.